80s and the 90s, my top 6 or maybe 7 item titles, subjects, or whatever that made the era, in my opinion, awesome. There's plenty of things, but let's just run down the line of this. Good movies, comics, Saturday morning cartoons, with cereal by the way, toys or action figures if you want to call it that, home video game console, arcade. Remember, that's the difference between both of those. And let's not forget pinball. Just thinking about it brings so many positive vibes. As I get older, I still try to keep those dreams alive through popping in my VCR title sometime, or playing a classic console, or creating a home arcade. Well, I can't take credit for the build. Now, the frame of the arcade, that trophy goes to my father-in-law. Yes, he did the framework and I did all the tech stuff that you see. Years ago, he built this first arcade, and he also built the giant Nintendo. I'll leave links to those videos and the interview in description. Also picked up a couple of arcade 1-ups that I was able to catch on sale. This first one right here is Mortal Kombat 2 with extra added built-in games. He also built this riser for it because it was out of stock when I wanted to try to look for a riser. The second one was a display model that was sold to us for super cheap. Both of these we bought from Walmart, I ain't gonna lie. This one right here is the Pac-Man arcade. It needed a minor repair, which the joystick was pretty messed up from everybody playing it. So I ordered a replacement. I had to basically rewire and put together to make it like a completely brand new joystick. I can't remember off the top of my head what company I ordered the part from. Overall, it worked out. Moving forward to new ideas. Over the years, it was time for a new build. And because I had so many ideas that because of all the handhelds I did, I also built other computers and stuff. So I wanted to kind of move forward into putting those ideas into my new arcade that I wanted to build. So father-in-law stepped in and he was excited about it. I talked to him about it, gave some ideas that this is what I wanted to do, and he jumped right on it. He enjoyed builds and stuff like that. So it was kind of fun. Finally was able to get everything together, but I did want to add a few extra emulators to this arcade. Some of the stuff I didn't get a chance to do with the other one. And once the frame was done, just like I say in all my videos, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Okay, hold up. I just wanted to say that I usually don't really like to talk about the specs of my builds when it comes down for me building PCs and stuff, because people have different ways to the way that they build PCs, and it's just like, you know, it gets judgmental and this is that and the third. I'm not gonna go do all that, but let's just say that it's strong enough to handle some games. It's strong enough to handle some really tough games. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna get too much into it. My goal was to put Bottle Sarah up on here. I'm thinking maybe down the road that I might be putting either like Bazite or maybe changing it up to Steam OS, but I haven't made that final decision yet. I'm enjoying Bottle Sarah right now, so that's what I'm doing with this. I'm gonna keep this short. I just wanted to just kind of show you guys some of the stuff that I did and how much fun I'm having with this new arcade. Now, I just want to tell you guys what I'm using right now with this one, with this particular arcade. I am using the Legends Gamer giant joystick or giant arcade stick because I did a video about this a long time ago. It was like years ago. I had this for like years, and I decided to just go ahead and wanted to implement that into the arcade because this is an arcade stick. So it was like I didn't have to go ahead and buy the pieces and everything else like I did the other arcade, because well, everything's not just built in it, but it had the trackball and everything else, and it already had the stuff basically in there, but it did not have the console part. So this was basically mostly like a Bluetooth controller in this case, and it was wired. So the little puck thing that they had with it, I was just like, you know, I really didn't really use it. So at the same time, this was like perfect for what I did with the whole PC idea. So now that you have the option of using the joystick, but you also have the option to use a controller, which I have a Xbox Series controller, Bluetooth wired to the arcade, and that way you can go ahead and control it through there. And I could be able to play not just arcade games. So if I wanted to play arcade games, I can do it with this, but also say for instance, I want to go ahead and play like PS3. I can play PS3 with controller, sitting down, chilling, and playing some great games, which I've put like a few games on here. And that's what's cool, because I can actually sit back and actually play some of these great games that I added up on here. From PSP, say because I wanted to use a controller, I can enjoy myself, use a controller, like playing Valkyrie Profile. That's why I like some of these like RPG games. So this is just all like a console all in one, and that's what I wanted to do with this particular one. I wanted to add to, and I'm not even finished, because one of the things I did wanted to add was a option to use the light gun, but the light gun is like super duper expensive, but that's gonna take time for me to go ahead and get that. If you guys want to help out and pitch in on it, just I'll leave links in the description. But yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to kind of add on to this was to have that option to be able to play with the Zapper. Dreamcast, and with Dreamcast, it's like an option, because Dreamcast is basically just like Sega Genesis. They was built on just like straight up like just arcade style games. So if you go Sega Genesis or Sega Saturn, you're pretty much is like almost in like an arcade field. But this one, in this case, I did mostly like because I'm an RPG fan. So of course that I went ahead and went with that. Yeah, so it's just one of those things that I really wanted to do as I was just putting this thing together. It was something that I was just like, look at even 3DO, like some of my favorite games, and getting down on some good games. And sometimes when the kids want to play, or they probably want to just sit, relax, I got this chair. I bought it from a thrift store, and what we did, we just we cleaned it up and stuff like that. And then I got the little padding from IKEA. Thought that was kind of cool, and that just kind of worked out for to be able to chill. It ain't the best chair in the world, but it's actually effective because it's just tall enough, and it just works out for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little bit of some gameplay of this. I'm not gonna take too long, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of gameplay. I want to start off with just maybe like we're gonna do like some 3DO action, and we're gonna get down. So I don't know if I'm gonna win, but and the sound of it is just phenomenal. I got these the speakers are just these type of speakers up above. Oh man, I figured I wasn't gonna probably win that one. Second one right here, I just thought, just to see why I set the bezels up, and being able to have at least like a sort of like a console experience. I didn't put any filters on here. I wanted to just keep it like just really just show all the stuff that I possibly can. One of my biggest things that I really wanted to do with this arcade was to play pinball. On the side of the controllers, there's pieces right here. There's buttons right here on the side. That's why I love this thing about the Legends Gamer joystick, is because the fact is, or arcade stick, is that the fact is that it has the buttons on the side to be able to play pinball. In this case, I wanted to kind of show you guys a couple of games of pinball, but I'm still going to use the controller so you guys can see the screen. you have it. I love the fact is of just having the arcade that I was able to like really do the tech part myself and design it the way I wanted to and the stuff that I wanted to put up in there. And that's what's awesome. I do love it and it just looks fantastic. All right, you guys, if you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. All right, and from Gamer to Gamer, thanks for watching.